Hey there, YouTubers. So we have this big Intel CPU cooler. It's basically an oversized stock cooler with more heat fins installed on an i7. Let me show you what we got in here. i7 9700F. All right, and I'm gonna run the benchmark in here so we can see some temps. Then we'll throw in a game. So far, though, it's actually keeping it pretty cool. You see the recent minimum 30 degrees Celsius, and that's honestly that's not bad, folks, for a i7. Now, of course, this is not an i7 9700K, which would be a lot harder for it to keep cool. 65 watt TDP. Now, I do have a turbo boost set to unlimited, so this will get a little hotter than if it was defaulted, right? But let's go ahead and run the benchmark, and then I think we'll do some gaming, and you guys can see it, and you might even be able to hear it when it winds up. So I'll actually point the mic. So 2 feet away, and oh, look at that, we hit thermal throttling. That's interesting. So right off the bat, this CPU cooler is not a good match for the i7 9700F. That's going to limit the performance. Woo! 100 degrees Celsius. Wow. So we went from 30 degrees Celsius all the way to 100. And then we thermal throttled. Eesh. So it almost makes you think, did I forget to put thermal paste on there? No, I did not. Oh, we got Noctua paste on there. Dang, folks. So I almost thought about, I'm going to be traveling soon. I almost thought about bringing this one with me. And it's not up to the task at all. So a Cooler Master Hyper 212, which, guys, only what, $13 more, and if it's on sale, it's less than that. It will keep this CPU, I think, in the low 80s when you run this. But on the low end, I'm not sure it hits that 31. So kind of interesting. And a little disappointing. So let's go ahead and fire up the FortNite. And I'll pause this because I think it's going to take a couple minutes to get going. All right, folks. So I went ahead and turned on MSI Afterburner so we could track the temperature of the CPU. Now, I think I have this on 1080p low, which is, one of the more CPU intensive. No, I don't. I lied to y'all. Sorry. Okay. So we'll make this as CPU intensive as we can do. Okay. So I'm going to hit play. So you see the temps right now, 60s, hit 67 momentarily. Now, would I get different results if I turned off the power limits, change them back to defaults? I'm thinking we probably would do a little better, right? As you can see, the CPU wattage, 130, 137. Most of you that don't mess with power limits, you're only getting 65. But this does, in some instances, create a boost. Now you can really hear this thing cranking. It is cranking, folks. 86. I can honestly feel the warmth from the CPU. So let's go in before this gets going. So you can see this thing's getting pretty hot. This is not, honestly, this CPU cooler does not work in this mode. Let me go ahead and set this back. Oh, great. It doesn't say what it is. Well, I know this is 65 watts. That's the... Is this TDP1? Nope, wrong one. We'll go with like 200 here. I honestly don't even remember what it is, but this guy, this is 65 watts. Okay, we'll hit apply. And then we'll go back in. I think the temps will drop, hopefully, over time. Or not. Now the wattage is 76 right now. So it's kind of odd not to see what the actual default is. Looks like I could just stay there, huh? It is a little better now, though. It's better, but it's not great. So it's cruising along now. 65. So in case you were thinking about getting this for an i7 10700, or excuse me, i7 10700K, i7 9700K, this is not up to that task, I believe, folks. Okay, so we got aliens there. Let me go this way. So, like I said, right now, this is okay. This probably would match up good with an i3 10100 9. Let me think here. i3 9100, i3 10100. The i3 10320 gets a lot warmer than this 10100 does, or than the 10100. Let me think what else. What else, folks? i5 10400 might run all right. Shit, we're out of aim already. So I think we get one. If we're lucky, we'll get one Thor power. So, in case you care, the computer we're using, I already said, is the i7 10700, or excuse me, i7 9700F. The graphics card is a EVGA GTX 1660. And quite honestly, for the performance, that's the same thing. Yeah. for the performance, this graphics card is probably all a lot of you need when you combine it with something like an i7, whether it be a 9th gen or 10th gen. Oop, I have to leave my guys behind. Oh, that was stupid. Oops. So we better hope we run into a campfire. Some bandages. Either way, though, I think you guys see that potentially the CPU cooler is okay when used in a certain method. When I say method, power limits are set to default and not unlimited. Because right now, yeah, it's a little loud. There's no doubt about that. And if you were doing videos like I'm doing, you know, it would not be so great to have all that noise in the background. I was hoping that was a bandage. Maybe we're going to be in trouble, folks, but that's okay. I think you guys have probably seen what you need to see at this point. Oh, another one. I wonder if I can stoke this one. Alright, so we are... Come on, boat. Get to moving. Oh, well, there's a waterway. And we are totally going the wrong way. We may make it. Or not. It's going to be close. And... whew, just barely. So we don't want to end up anywhere near that thing. So I can pretty much see why this cooler did not take off very well, right? You got stuff out there from Noctua, and then you have this piece of garbage. Not hard to see why nobody really wanted to buy it. Oh wow. I think I injured myself even more there. Is that a person? And, oh good, they have some bandages. Wow, I had one bandage. Great. Where'd that guy go? Well, here's a place we can go to get healed up. Oh well. So, if I would have hit the bandage one more time, I probably would have killed that guy. There you go, though. i7 9700F with a GTX 1660 and this wonderful Intel cooler. Let's check one thing out. So kill FortNite. So we were in here earlier and we had power limit throttling on. And I'm going to clear this out and we're going to do it again. Should say no now. Okay. Or thermal throttling's no. So let me go ahead and run the benchmark one last time and see if those come up. Thermal throttling, boom. So it hit 100 degrees Celsius just that fast. So in no way, shape, or form is this CPU cooler meant for an i7-9700F. And if you rewind, the benchmark is probably less this time than the first time around when it actually completes. So folks, yeah, this is a fail. And like I said, I do not recommend this CPU cooler with the i7-9700F or a i7-10700F, and definitely not with any processors that have K in them. Now, the i5-9600K seemed to do better than this i7-9700F for whatever reason, but it is what it is. So, hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.